So here's my video blog on Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Should be an interesting game. Teams, one game, one win each. Should be a hard one. Liverpool have got some good players in there, like their new goalkeeper Allison. Sorry. They've got some fantastic players in their squad. The likes of Kato and Salah up front, you know, players who can change a game. We've got our own players that can sort of change games as well. But we're going to need to be on our mettle today. It's a tough game. After watching them against West Ham, I think we're going to have to defend very deeply. Probably have to put everyone behind the ball and hopefully get them on the counter. But if I'm going to go for a prediction, head says 3-0 Liverpool, unfortunately. Heart says 2-1 Palace. But as a pessimist, there's one thing you know, and that is you're never going to be disappointed. But let's all hope for a Palace point or a win. Either way, not like a loss is going to hurt us at this time of the season, but you know, this is going to be a really tough Liverpool side. Hi guys, we're losing 1-0. Bit of a dodgy one, to be fair. Was it a penalty? From here it didn't look it, but I'm at the back of the Arthur Waite stand, so I couldn't say. But initial reaction was a dive. I haven't seen, until I see the replay, I don't know. I'm sure some of you will have gained an opinion if you're watching at home, but I don't think we deserve to be 1-0 down. I think we put pressure on Liverpool, and they haven't. Liverpool have had, apart from that penalty, have not really done too much to us. Obviously I missed the first 10 minutes because I was out selling, but I think our 1-0 was harsh really, and I think the penalty was not a penalty, but I'll see from the replay. Anyway guys, on for the second half. Alright guys, right, it's like full time. 2-0 to Liverpool. Gutted really, thought we played really well. A few things I thought it was MacArthur who was brought down. MacArthur was very unlucky not to get a penalty. I mean, if their penalty in the first half was a pen, then most definitely we should have had a penalty. So I was felt a bit aggrieved by that. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's sending off, I can't really comment on because of being in the back of the Arthur Waite. I know everybody was like shouting that it wasn't, but there's one of those decisions that he's going to go against you when it's the last man. He did sort of go sliding, so whether or not he'd got the ball first, I suppose, until I see the replay, I don't know. But personally, I thought we were unlucky. So the penalty, definitely not a penalty for me. Although, as we say, we've seen them given, haven't we? And if it's on the boots on the other foot, we'd be crying and screaming for the penalty ourselves. So, as I say, second half though, I thought we played really well, apart from Aaron Wan-Bissaka getting sent off, which is, I felt sorry for the lad. I thought we played really well as well. But down to 10 men, you could say that Palace did try at least to get an equaliser, and they played exceptionally well, and it was only in those last couple of minutes when we went gung-ho to try and get that equaliser that they hit us on the break. So, all in all, I must admit, I'm not downhearted about that. I think we played really well. You know, I thought Wayne was fantastic again. Made some really crucial saves, when we needed him. Andros was unlucky not to get on the score sheet himself with a fantastic strike from around about 25-30 yards, which hit the crossbar. Wilf had his efforts, and I don't think we played at all. I mean, West Ham got thumped by this lot 3-0, and but they went gung-ho and looked overrun. We didn't. So, yeah, I think unlucky is the word I'm looking for here. Very unlucky. On to the next one, guys. Up the Palace.
Evening all. Now I'm back home and had a chance to sit down and relax and think about the game. I think we were very unlucky tonight. A very, very good performance by Palace. Solid, defensively very good. Felt very sorry for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who I thought had a fantastic game. You know, it's never easy coming up against teams like Liverpool with players like Mane and and Salah. You know, those sort of players are hard to keep up with, and you know, he did exceptionally well again. Very unfortunate, in my opinion, to get sent off. Salah, you know, tonight probably was we was their best player by far, but the fact of the matter is, for me, the penalty, who was brought down by Sacco, I was from a distance, so it's not easy to see. I still haven't seen a replay of it. I didn't think it was a penalty. I thought it was very soft. Obviously, I think someone was said that that they would be speaking to a friend who was at home and watching it on TV and said it was a soft penalty, but he's seen them given. I mean, we've probably seen Palace give them sort of penalties like that before. And, you know, when the boot's on the other foot, you'll take it. You know, Aaron Wan-Bissaka sending off again. I didn't think it was a sending off at the time. I haven't seen a replay. I think it was very unlucky. It looked to me like he got the ball first. It looked like Salah looked like he'd been shot from Rosette, and to me didn't like there was any contact whatsoever. I think the referee, obviously though, in that position where he was standing behind the play from behind. That's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a free kick, you know, and a red card. If he was closer to the play, would he have given it? I don't know. Makes you wonder why we've been testing VAR in this country in the cups, because I truly believe we need it in the Premier League. I think it might clear up some of these things and stop things like that. At least then, if it was a clear-cut penalty, we could all say, well, referee up in the gantry or wherever has given it, and there'd be no arguments. But it's frustrating, because I think tonight we played exceptionally well. We were unlucky not to score. Unlucky, I felt Andros deserved a goal. That strike from almost 30 odd yards, which curled and hit the crossbar, was an absolute peach. If that had gone in, it would have been a goal of the season contender already, and we're only in game week 2. But I thought we played exceptionally well. We've got good structure now. We've got good defensive back line. You know, I felt sorry for Tompkins and Sacco tonight, because they've had a really good run, unbeaten in so many games, and all of a sudden tonight they've lost that unbeaten record. But they're such a solid unit; they'll bring that back anyway in the next couple of weeks. I've no doubt about that. They'll start. You know, that will just be the kickstart for them. Really, I think they need. Because we don't want them getting too comfortable at the back. You know, we want them to be wanting to make sure that they keep that tight at the back there. PVA and Wan-Bissaka played very well until obviously Wan-Bissaka got sent off. Felt PVA sort of at times did drift out a little bit. I think there was a few touches he had where, you know, I don't think he was on the same wavelength as Wilf tonight. You know, those games happen. Let's get them out of the way early. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Middle of midfield, MacArthur played well. Luca looked solid. Just need to tighten up a little bit on the passing, maybe. You know, the through balls. I think Wilf made a couple of mistakes tonight trying to put through balls through, which, you know, he was trying to put. It was an eye of a needle stuff. And then against teams like Liverpool, you know, you're going to find yourself come unstuck with that. Up front, Benteke. I know you people are going to start moaning about Benteke again after 2 games. I think this is probably the most determined I've seen him since he joined Palace and scored 17 goals in the first season. Last season was just horrid for him, and I know he wants to try and improve, and that's been shown in his effort on the pitch. You can't deny the fact that he's running for everything. I felt sorry for him. I think he might have. There did seem to be some sort of issue there where after he got taken from behind by one of the Liverpool players, and you know, I think he was limping a little bit. I noticed that. That's probably why he was brought off, and I think it showed in his shirt that shot that he had was pretty woeful. And Roy brought on Sorlot. I don't think they played. I don't think he played badly. I don't think he was fantastic, but he didn't play badly. That's for sure. Obviously, the problem is you're a striker. You're only remembered for your goals, aren't you? When Sorloth came on, he didn't really do too badly. I don't think he did a hell of a lot. I think he could have got on the end of one of that or across that was put in for by Wilf. I think towards the towards the end of the second half. Max Meyer came on. I was impressed. I like the fact he's very much runs around a lot and sort of he doesn't, he's sort of very much box to box. I think he's got, from what I could see, he needs to get into the English game a little bit. He wasn't on the pitch very long, so it's very hard to tell. But I thought he did enough, and he had an opportunity there to get the ball in, and I think once he gets settled in the team, I think he'll be fine. I think he looks quite a prospect, even if he did play for 5, 10, 15 minutes. But tonight again, Wayne Hennessy, different player to what I think everybody's saw beginning of last season, especially. I think the competition for his place has helped. I think Dean Kiley being his goalkeeping coach has also helped. He looks a different prospect whatsoever to what we've seen. Made a couple of fantastic stops, great save in the second half where it looked like it was going to loop over him and he tips it over the bar. I know we always moan about Wayne and about the fact of his application at times and the fact he steps to the left at free kicks, but the last 6 games of the last season, and especially this beginning of this season, the last 2 games, I think he's been fantastic. He's a different player, far better than what I think we was expecting him to be. But I think that's because of competition. He's now got someone who can push him for that number 1 jersey, and he's proven that jersey is his. I don't think it's going to take a lot to push him and take him out the goal this season. So, all in all, again, I wasn't, as I say, the Liverpool team are a good side. This season they are going to be top 3. I don't think they're going to finish any lower than 3rd. They are a good side. They've got some great players. Not happy with the way Salah sort of conducted himself tonight. Still dubious penalty, and not happy about the whole thing in regards to the sending off of Wan-Bissaka. But Liverpool this season are going to be a good side, and I think the fact that tonight we proved that we can keep up with a team like Liverpool, whereas last week Liverpool played West Ham, and West Ham played off the park. They were literally played off the park. Tonight, Liverpool are against a Palace side that are well organised, well drilled, and they are solid. I think from our point of view, from Palace's point of view, we can be proud of the way the boys played tonight. We can be proud of the fact we've got a team this season that could actually possibly challenge for the top 7, and I think we can do it. I think we have got the possibility of pushing towards a UEFA Cup place. Hope you enjoyed my comments, and as always, put comments in the bottom and let the guys know what you think. As I say, I'm having a break from Red and Blue News for a little while, but you'll be getting my match comments, and so I won't be able to see what you say, so it's probably a good thing. But guys, as I say, stay with Red and Blue, and I'll be back soon. Alright, cheers guys, thanks very much.